we were talking about in the previous podcast, 440 hertz and 432 hertz, how that affected some people in the Montauk project. I think it was the main subject, right? They blocked his psychic abilities at 440 hertz or something, 440, 430, I forget. So could they know that? And so they're using that subtly through radios, through phones, through Bluetooth, through Wi-Fi, through 5G to kind of suppress us and make us, it's like an advanced form of MK Ultra. We're like, I want to get into sigils and advanced sigils and cartoons and comics and stuff, but do they not need that anymore because of these waves? You know what I'm saying?
Well, the 440 versus 432 is an interesting one, just because that's steeped in conspiracy. I think the Germans, like in World War II, they were really on favor of 432, I believe. And then there's a guy, Lyndon LaRouche. He was a pretty big, it was weird. He started out as a communist, and then he switched over and became like a hardcore conservative. This is like the 70s or 80s. And he also, I think he's the last one that made a global effort to try and switch everyone back to the 432 hertz standard. But the issue here was that you had these bands that would travel around Europe, or they'd go to America, and as soon as they would show up into a theater, they would have to start tuning all of their gear to whatever the rest of the music equipment or like that particular town's orchestra was tuned to. So it would also really hurt the opera singers, because they might show up to one venue and have to sing in one particular tone, and then go to another one, like the next week, and have to like retune their voices essentially. And what 440 is it's very convenient for mathematics and for like synthesizers and stuff. And it's convenient to like tune to, but it's not friendly organically. And then you can get into all cymatics, and you see the patterns where like 440 is like just a big disheveled mess, and then 432 has like this nice kind of like symmetrical pattern. It's kind of pleasing to look at. That's also happening inside your throat. So at 440, if you keep that particular tone, and you're an opera singer, imagine that horrible, that like spiky, jaggy, image of the cymatics of 440. That's how your throat is like vibrating as you're making that sound versus the 432. So on a whole, opera singers were all in favor of 432. But people that tune instruments didn't really care one way or the other. And again, the math is a little bit easier, a little bit more convenient. So that's like one of the practical reasons why I went to 440. But it's also a really interesting aspect on how it's almost like it grates at, organic matter. Like it's almost like, not organic or not natural, even though it was just any other frequency. It's just how we measured it. That particular one had opera singers, like it makes their voices get sore much quicker. So it's weird how it's almost like attacks you.